On one side, Bruce Lee, the dragon himself, a man whose speed, precision, and philosophy of combat transformed martial arts forever. On the other, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a 7'2" giant, a basketball icon and one of Bruce Lee's personal students. What happens when the fastest hands in the world clash with the longest reach in the game? This isn't just a scene from a movie, it's one of the most fascinating fights ever captured on screen. Today we're breaking down Bruce Lee's legendary showdown with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Game of Death. But more than just a fight, this scene was a living lesson in martial arts philosophy, strategy, and the reality of adapting to challenges. Let's dive deep into the story, the techniques, the symbolism, and the impact of this cinematic battle that still blows people's minds to this day. The origins of the fight scene. To understand why this fight matters so much, we need to go back to the early 1970s. Bruce Lee had already become an international star with films like The Big Boss and Fist of Fury. He wanted to create something different, something that wasn't just about flashy moves but about philosophy, adaptability, and the deeper meaning of martial arts. That's where Game of Death came in. The original concept of the movie was for Bruce to face different opponents, each representing a unique challenge or style as he ascended levels of a pagoda. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then still at the beginning of his NBA superstardom, was more than just a cameo actor. He was Bruce's student in Jeet Kune Do, personally trained to harness martial principles. Bruce cast Kareem not just because of his height but because he wanted to showcase a fight where size, reach, and unconventional physical attributes tested everything he stood for as a martial artist. This wasn't about hero versus villain, it was about man versus limitation. The physical contrast, speed versus reach. The most striking thing about this fight is the sheer physical contrast between the two men. Bruce Lee, standing around 5 feet 8 inches and weighing less than 150 pounds, faced Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a towering giant more than a foot taller and nearly twice his weight. In combat sports, size and reach matter enormously. A fighter with a longer reach can keep an opponent at bay, dictate distance, and strike from outside their range. Bruce knew this better than anyone. He understood that against someone like Kareem, speed and adaptability would be the only weapons that could level the playing field. In the opening exchanges, we see Kareem's enormous legs and arms keeping Bruce at a distance. Each kick from Kareem looks like a battering ram, not only powerful but also unorthodox. Remember, Kareem wasn't a trained movie fighter, his natural movements, length and leverage brought something raw and unpredictable to the scene. This authenticity is what makes the fight so compelling. Bruce doesn't just attack blindly, he studies, adapts, and begins to dissect the challenge in front of him. Bruce's strategy, adaptation, and flow. What